All right, things worth celebrating coming out of the month of July. It's always a rough month in terms of the gardening season. I mean, things are just barely hanging on for dear life. But we are headed towards the shorter time of the year. So the garden is coming to its, slowly but surely coming to its last and closing days in terms of the summer garden. I'm still deciding if I'm going to do a fall garden, like a serious fall garden. I definitely am going to get my garlic going. But let me kind of walk you guys through what the August garden looks like. I'm quite impressed with these eggplants. We did have a massive amount of rainfall, and I'm growing in a grow bag. It's about 30 gallons, and I can't remember what type of pepper these are. I did not start these from seeds. I bought them at a local nursery this year. I can't remember the variety, but yes, this is just my little corner here of grow bags of tomatoes, eggplants, and peppers, and they look fantastic. They are laden with fruit. I did do a quick harvest before shooting this video, but I did get quite a bit of tomatoes out of here, and I'm most likely will be harvesting some of this eggplant. And I did start harvesting eggplants already. I'll show you guys how I've started using it. I got beans here. This variety I probably won't grow again next year. The Kentucky pole beans were the ones I really wanted to grow. Not because these didn't do well. They're just not as tasty as the Kentucky pole beans or as productive. But again, I'm growing them in a grow bag. These tomatoes, I probably won't grow them again this year. Confessions of what I will definitely have to take off the list. Unfortunately, these tomatoes, although they do produce and they taste nice, they don't hold up well. They do split. I'm going to have to give you guys an update on getting my fence up. So that is coming here in the near future. And I mean the very, very near future. I've already had my first raspberry off of this plant. I was actually in the process of gifting these raspberries to some friends of mine, and I just haven't gotten it, over to them. But yes, these raspberries are absolutely delicious. I've been getting peppers off of the pepper plants in here, and they are doing really well. I do like to come in here and weed as I'm going through and assessing the plants. The herbs are doing really well over here in this little corner area of my front yard, and I've got my eye on the prize. This tomato is massive. I don't even know the variety. Maybe, yes, it's a Dr. Witchy variety. It's my only one that has done this well. All the others have done, pretty pitiful. I almost gave up on these tomatoes. Okay, coming up on the green stalk, lots of basil. I need to get in here and harvest. Maybe do a pesto. I think that's probably what I'll do later on this week. I'll harvest some of this basil. I've gotten lots of beans. They're coming in spurts. So what I do is I'll harvest them anyways, because that's just kind of how beans are. When you harvest from the plant, it prompts it to give out more. And I can always freeze it and then cook it up later. And again, getting eggplants here. I'll show you guys how I've been cooking up some of this eggplant that I've been getting. Swiss chard. I do have some empty pockets. That's just how things have played out. But all in all, this green stalk is full. I need to come in here and start pulling out some of these strawberries in order to be able to get them rooted up, because they are pretty much, I've taken over this. My goal is to get another green stalk and use some of these runners from the mother plant to get even more strawberries. So I need to get up on that. This is a variety of tomatoes that I will definitely grow again because I love the taste. And I'm going to, plant it up differently than, in a container. But it really does taste like a real true heirloom variety. And again, been getting peppers out of here. This is my pimento pepper. I've talked about this, and they're starting to blush. I'm so excited. I love growing them. But yes, this is just a little corner garden area. This is my green stalk, my other green stalk out here in the front yard. Again, I have been getting beans. Even though they come in, they're not all like heavy laden or getting a huge harvest all at once. I pick what I can, helping to promote the plant to grow. And you can always freeze it until you have enough to cook up a big batch. Okay, I'm getting another round of raspberries. So that's been kind of nice, being able to come out here and pick raspberries. I am really assessing this garden with you guys for the first time. Haven't been back here in a while. I really like these tomatoes. But yes, I do need to stake up some of these tomatoes here. Wow, these peppers have really exploded. I thought I grew bush beans in here, but they're looking more like pole beans. I need to figure out what I planted in here. It's totally okay. Yes, and I didn't come out here and harvest my tomatoes, but these are still good. These are great for cooking. This is still edible. Okay. But yes, we did have quite a bit of rainfall. All the stuff that I planted in here came up, squash, beans. So a lot of this isn't as empty as it was before. A lot of my herbs, and this is sorrel. Excited to see how the sorrel is doing. But yes, I need to come up here and stake up some of these tomatoes. I do have some okra here that is getting a little bit torn up by the caterpillars. But yes, the okra is coming up nicely. And I planted up some beans back here, and they look like they're doing really well. But yes, this is my foot garden. I do very little in terms of looking out for it. It really looks out for itself, more like it looks out for me. Okay, my third garden. Lots of beans to pick. We have plenty of beans. Need to get them picked. Yes, Adventist pole beans. Get up on it, guys. And okay, what's going on back here? Tomatoes. Let's see. Lots of tomatoes to pick. Well, quite a bit of them haven't turned red or started blushing yet, but there are some in the back. Sweet potatoes here, and then of course my strawberries. And then this plant just keeps giving. Guys, look at it. It's looking pitiful. I really need to get rid of it. It's probably, you know, pretty infested. I do have a new plant here. Let me go ahead and just get rid of it. But yes, I'm still getting food. Well, probably not very edible. But anyways, let me get rid of this thing. It's time for it to go. Let me do it right now. All right, should have done that probably weeks ago. But I have a new one that I planted here because I knew that the old one was going to be, you know, it was on its last way out anyways. This green stalk, I guess this is my fourth one. We've got beans in here. I've gotten, you know, quite a bit of peppers and various plants growing in here. Yes, we did have. This was the harvest that I was able to pull in. I ran out of space on my phone, so I need to just be able to take care of that in order to shoot more videos. But I do like to roast my eggplants and apply them to any type of soup or stew, and it's absolutely delicious.